How did the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ impact your life?
He impacted my life 100%, because I try to copy him with everything that I do. The way I talk, walk, behave, everything basically. So I would say his impact on me was 100%.
Okay.
I try my best. I'm not saying that I'm 100% like him, but I try.
Okay. Can you give us a summary of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ story?
A summary?
Summary.
How much time do I have?
Like a minute.
A minute summarize the life of the Prophet Muhammad.
Yes.
Okay. He was a great man who was given a great mission, which was to guide the people of his time and to leave that guidance for people until the end of time. So that was a very great mission. In only 23 years, through his patience, very hard work, and commitment, which you guys have, right? You're patient, persevere,
And commitment.
perseverant, and committed. Throughout those things, Rasul in 23 years, he established the greatest empire ever on the face of earth, and he has changed lives. He did not just change, buildings, and he changed lives, which was very challenging and difficult. But through his efforts, he left behind him, great people like Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab, Sayyidina Uthman ibn Affan, Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, Aisha radiallahu anha, great people that ended up themselves changing more and more people and changing the face of earth. Is that good enough?
Yes, yes, it is.
What did the Prophet do to interest you in your life?
Why do?
No. What
did the Prophet do to interest you in your life?
Well, I love several things about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The best few things I can think of now is that although he was one of the most busiest people ever, he was always smiling. I loved the fact that the Prophet ﷺ loved the kids and the youth. He was always kind. I mean, a young lady your age would probably grab his hand and take him to whatever she wanted, and then she would ask him to do her a small favor, as small as, can you buy me this toy? And we're talking about the Prophet ﷺ, who was at that time the president of the country. So can you imagine yourself holding the hand of Barack Obama and taking him to Toys R Us and ask him to buy you a toy? Would you go with you? I doubt it. So I love so many things about the Prophet ﷺ, but his simplicity, his smile, his care for the kids were the best things I've ever seen in a man like him. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Why is the Prophet important to us?
Why is he important to us? Because as human beings, we have to have role models. We have to have people to copy. There are people who copy singers, actors, actresses, the way they walk, the way they dress. There are people who try to copy athletes, because as human beings, we look up to others, right? So we have to have a human being that we look up to. And that's why Allah Azza wa Jal always sent us prophets, so that we can copy them. They are prophets, human beings like us, that we can be like them. He did not just send us angels, because we cannot copy angels. Because angels are not like us. So that's why the Prophet ﷺ is important to us.
Okay, so what was the Prophet born before Islam was revealed, or did he make it?
So Islam existed forever. All the prophets, as you know, were Muslims. Adam alayhi salam was Muslim. Ibrahim was Muslim. Nuh was Muslim. All of the prophets alayhi salam were Muslims. So when the Prophet ﷺ was born, there was Islam, but people forgot about it. So until he became 40 years old, Islam was there, but it was forgotten. No one was practicing Islam. So when the wahi, the revelation, came to the Prophet at age 40, that's when the mission of Islam started again. But Islam as a religion has always been there. All the prophets were Muslims. All animals are Muslims. All insects are Muslims. Everyone is born as a Muslim, right? So the Prophet ﷺ became a prophet who carried the message and mission of Islam at age 40.